Hello, everyone. It's our Tuesday Ramble, and today's topic I want to talk about will be about introverts. Now, I am no expert on anything regarding introverts or extroverts, but I do have a little bit of knowledge having a psychology degree and having firsthand experience on being an introvert. But I want to kind of go over some things that I think qualify you to be an introvert and how introverts deal with an extrovert type of world, an extrovert society. I don't believe that even some extroverts are extroverts. I think there's more introverts than there are extroverts, but we put on a facade and a persona for other people. And that's the first point I want to make as far as an introvert goes. My whole life, I've always, I've been shy and reserved. And sometimes I wonder, is it really a shyness, or is it me just being observant? And I think that's what I am. I like to observe. I think you get to know a person pretty well. And I think I'm a pretty good judge of character when I meet somebody. So when I go into a social situation, I am on the quiet side. And as any introvert knows, you get the question. The question, and I know you already know what the question is. Why are you so quiet? And it's something that kind of gets under your skin a little bit, It makes you feel a little bit embarrassed and you don't know what to say. And, they make jokes about it and say all kinds of different things. But, while I'm sitting here being quiet, you might be making a little bit of a fool of yourself, trying to show off or think you're talking, funny. So there's that aspect of it. And I'm not saying extroverted people are obnoxious or, irritating, but, a lot of the times I think when people try to overdo themselves, it's more of a show-off thing and they're trying to hide the introvert within. They're trying to overcompensate. And there's times I do try to overcompensate, and I think those are the times that, I make myself look foolish. So, characteristic number one is most people will consider you to be shy, and I consider myself to be shy. And I don't think that it's necessarily the case for everybody, for every introvert. There's obviously different levels of shyness. So, that affects you. And people don't realize how much being shy or withdrawn affects you in your life. It's harder to, make friends. It's harder to strike up conversation and know what to say. Unless there's that certain person or people that you're comfortable with and that make you feel comfortable, then you could talk all night long and it's okay. But there's, certain groups of people you start to meet up with and it's, they're just not your cup of tea. And most introverts prefer their own company, and truly and honestly prefer their own company. It's not that we don't want interaction, we just want it on our own terms. And I think that's a key, is an introvert wants social interaction with who they want and when they want. So again, on their own terms. And I think that's a misconception, is it's not that we don't want to be social, it's that we want it to happen on our own terms. Now, the second characteristic, I think, is our personality. As far as I feel like I could fit into any social category there is. You know, put me in with a bunch of country western folk and I can fit right in. Put me in with, rock and metal and any other kind of genre like that, I can pretty much fit in. I can adapt to any social circumstances there is. And I think that's true for most introverts. And I don't know if that's, I guess it's because you've spent your entire life studying people. You have sat back and watched every type of person there is. And you've learned and you've studied. So I think you can fit in anywhere. And I think the hardest places to fit in for us is the quote unquote popular crowd. I don't know what else to call it. People that are, I wouldn't say cocky, I would say cocky. People that, I wouldn't say the people that are confident, because, I respect the confident person. But it's when you jump that line to cocky and arrogant. That's when I just can't fit into them types of crowds. Crowds that are more on the immature side, I've always had an issue being around immaturity. Obviously we all like to have fun and laugh and joke and have a good time, but I see grown people act like 2-year-olds, and it's obnoxious. It really is. I enjoy going and sitting and talking with adult conversation. You don't have to get, you don't have to get drunk or do drugs and get to that point of just plain obnoxious. I prefer, okay, have a drink, have a couple drinks, enjoy it, have some food, talk, and be done. I hate, and, I think an introvert, again, on your own terms, you want to say, okay, well, I want to leave now, and let's go. Extroverts don't want to, introverts do not want to extend their stay necessarily, unless they're really, really having a good time. They want to make their appearance, do their little social mingle, and call it quits. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the majority of us feel that way. Now, why do I bring this up on a channel that focuses on homeschooling and homesteading and family and all that? Well, I bring this up because obviously even with homeschooling and even with homesteading, you have to obviously interact with people. And it's hard. It really is. It's a struggle for people like me and other introverts. You have to put yourself out there, and that's hard. You have to try to enjoy somebody's company. And it's not that you don't want to, it's finding that right person. It's finding the people that are compatible with your way of thinking and that connect with you. And especially when you have a family, it's, you have to try to, my husband's friends or, my friends, and you want to obviously enjoy each other's friends. So, and it's hard. It really is. Because your energy might not flow with your husband's energy and vice versa. So you try to be respectful and you try to enjoy yourself. But I think sometimes, we try too hard and then we make ourselves look foolish. Or at least that's how you feel on the inside. And then you have, in homeschooling, you have to deal with other mothers and fathers, and you got to talk to people. And, you got the typical, school moms, and you feel like you don't fit in, and you feel like everything you're doing is wrong, and, it just goes on and on. So it's hard for an introvert to fit into an extrovert society. It really is. Personally, I'm good with sitting on the couch, watching some movie with some popcorn with my family. I'm very happy with that. Obviously, I enjoy getting out. I enjoy mingling with other people and talking with other people. But again, I enjoy it on my terms. And I guess that's a selfish thing, or it's a smart thing. I'm not sure which one. I am picky with who I want to spend my time with. So I think it can be an intelligent move on an introvert's part. Because like I said, we like to do that. We like knowing who we're associating with. So for all you introverts out there that have started homeschooling, who homestead and want to start their own business, selling a product or whatnot, it might seem like a very daunting task to do, to get yourself out there, to try to talk to people, to try to interact with people that you might not be comfortable with, to kind of break that wall down a little bit and say, if it wasn't for this, and this, maybe we wouldn't be talking, but, we have to do these things once in a while in order to achieve what we're looking to do. So, I guess that's all I really have to say about all of that. Just take it one step at a time. Use your observation skills that you've learned throughout your life as an advantage. You have the upper hand because when you meet somebody, you already know who they are. You know if they're not good or have some kind of a bad energy. You already know that. We're good at that. So use that. If you're going into a business deal and it doesn't feel right, your instinct's 100% correct. So I guess that's my Tuesday night ramble. And if you have anything to add to that, please comment down below. I'd love to have a conversation about this. Extroverts, introverts, and everything in between. I'd like to hear from you. How do you feel as an extrovert in society? How does, and I'm sure extroverts have their own struggles as well. So let's talk about these things. Let's get to know each other. Let's not judge. And please, extroverts, stop telling or asking us introverts, why are you so quiet? Because let me tell you, that's the question we hate more than anything. It's a terrible, terrible question, and it makes us feel more uncomfortable, and then we really can't talk. So if we were feeling more comfortable to talk, we're really not talking after you ask that question. So, bad question to ask. All right? So there's my tip for the day. So I hope everybody had a good day, and hope your homesteads, homeschools, and everything in between is successful. And take care. Thank you.